Capricorns, hi, welcome back. This is your tarot reading for the month of December. My apologies for not posting for the month of November. I am barely still trying to get the hang of this stuff. You know, it's just like all the social media things going on. But nonetheless, I am back and I am here and I am ready to share with you and dive deep into what's going on for the month of December and just areas that you need to pinpoint and pay attention to. Hopefully I get to post more videos soon and just get the hang of this kind of direction that I'm going in for my YouTube channel. So just make sure to subscribe and we will see what's going on for Capricorns. Ooh, already. Let's see. Okay, Capricorns, you guys have a lot going on. Ooh. All right, so starting off with the Devil. So this card here is initiation of feeling control and manipulation and just kind of this possessiveness, and it gets kind of ugly. You know, this card is for Capricorn as well, but be mindful, Capricorns, that you guys aren't feeling the need to be so possessive and controlling and into the point of where it becomes into an addictive behavior. Some of you are going to be battling addictions, and you know, when that comes up, it's be mindful that you are tending to your own mental issues and you are tending to your own needs properly of being healthy and being happy. You know, I know it's easier said than done, but you know, it doesn't necessarily have to always result to some type of addictive and possessive manner and relating to drugs. Other you Capricorns, on the other hand, you know, you are facing with stagnation. You have this kind of period in your time where it's not necessarily a lot of influx of, well, just flow coming in of different changes. However, that's going to change in due time. You know, this isn't going to be forever, but we are greeted with, you know, a clarity in regard to Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is, again, kind of like a temporary mode of stagnation as well, but more so picking and choosing. This is a time for you to really decide and use your mind so that you are making the best choice possible. You are going in the route that's needed and moving in the way that you should. You know, this is a time for you to get past these little discrepancies in regard to, you know, relationships, in regard to friendships, and even in regard to work. Making sure that you guys are paying attention to your own needs and not really giving in so much of feeling the nature to need to control. This is, you know, it's not that it's negative upon you, because everybody has control issues in regard to that. But certain Capricorns are dealing with this kind of possessiveness that it's going to be needed to be checked. And it's time for you to address yourself and remain accountable and for your actions. So, but aside from that, here we have is the Knight of Swords. And a lot of you are really going into a new business prospect plan of kind of possibly spreading yourself away from, you know, your regular routine job into doing your own business plan and allowing you to really take on these new projects, which would be very exciting because, you know, here we're greeted with the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is all about, you know, having, aside from the strategic planning, but, you know, being very courageous about doing so. You know, it can be very tedious and it can be very overwhelming in regard to starting a new project and doing new things in a different manner, but you know, making sure that you are not doubting yourself and not giving into these fears, because F that, like, it's not needed. Like, a lot of you feel the need that you need to control every little aspect, but it's like, let it go. It's cool. Like, you know what, if something goes wrong, you know, it can be fixed, and everything is for the most part able to be mended. And be, you know, mindful that you're going to run into these issues in your life that are going to create havoc, but it's not forever, and it's not going to, you know, rest on your arms all the time. You know, taking on these burdens and feeling the need to always take the lead and take control. You know, it's okay to take a step back, and it's okay to say no to people that are constantly needing your help and constantly asking you for some type of assistance because it's not needed. So now let's see what we have here. we have the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords in that regard is some of you guys might be facing issues in regard to your relationships. And, you know, it might be a tedious time with just in regard to your love life. You know, maybe a lot of you Capricorns at this time are dealing with challenges in dating. A lot of you need to heal. That's a main aspect here. You know, Three of Swords is dealings with the heart and just feeling the aspects of betrayal and just like feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. You know, a lot of part of life lessons are to endure these obstacles, and you know, if they didn't happen, it's like what kind of reservations are going to get in the way. What's needed to overcome these things is to really address what is the core reason, what is the pinpoint, you know, the main issue of that's creating this kind of chaos in your life and that isn't allowing you to really, you know, get the best of it. You know, even here is the Five of Wands of dealing with conflict and a lot of, you know, chaos that isn't, you know, allowing you to really progress. You know, whatever it is, Capricorns, that you guys got going on, it's like you got to address this situation because it's kind of getting, the last thing you want it to do is spiral out of control. It's just like address it, handle it, take it hands on. You guys are great leaders. You guys are very intelligent beings, and you know, a lot of in regard to whether it's schoolwork or whether it's work, you are going to be overwhelmed and there's going to be a need to really get a lot of things done, generally speaking. But nonetheless, you will be able to have this kind of action-oriented plan and moving forward, because the Queen of Wands here is action, 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 making things happen. So that is, you know, alone being over to overcome this conflict, because this is temporary. This ain't nothing. This is nothing to worry about. You know, making sure that you're letting go of a lot of controlling issues and addictive behaviors and over excessiveness. That's the key point. So with that being said, we have here the Queen of Wands, and it's just an indication to remind you to follow your passions and really believe and do what you feel. Don't care so much about, you know, other people and the people in the background noise. This is about you, and this month is about action. So a call to action to make Capricorns get their stuff together in regard to removing themselves out the drama, removing themselves out this extra conflict that is not needed, you know. And that's a theme that's going on for the month of December. A lot of, you know, conflict and people dealing with frustrations and whatnot. But you know, at the end of the day, we have here is the Star, and there's hope. There's hope that everything that you desire is going to come true, and everything that you wish is gonna happen, but it's just a matter of time. It's not gonna happen tomorrow, I'll tell you that right now. You know, looking to the 2019, more likely that you are going to be able to get it back in alignment and anything that's been causing you harm. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great December, and you know, happy early, you know, birthday to you Capricorns. You know, it's Sagittarius season right now, but you know, shortly after, you December babies as well. Happy early birthday. So I hope you guys have a great holiday and December, and if you don't already do so, please make sure to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.